Yeah. What's the name? Annie, right?
Yeah.
Annie?
Yeah.
What's your bar for yourself?
I said 8.
8?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a little bit high or that's okay for you?
That's okay.
Why? Why you put that high bar on you? Why?
Because, I
Huh?
know that I can do it. So Because I know that I can do more than I think I can, so I put a higher bar on myself.
Đúng rồi.
The time for myself.
Nãy.
Because I picked up the habit of striving for perfection when I still allow myself in mistakes. It doesn't think I'm going to accept anything that's not perfection when it comes to myself.
Thank you. So, one thing that everything you do should be perfect. Everything you do should be perfect. 10, 9, you, 9. Wow. Why? What was who's it about you? Matthew, right? Is that Matthew? Why you have why do you think that everything you should do perfectly? Why? Yeah.
Sounds like when my parents asked me to do a paper, I want to do it quickly so I can be able to write it and like, to do myself. And it's going down this route.
Okay. What else? Maitland, right? Unite. Friend, you do unite? Okay. Fine. Fine.
Because just in general,
Yeah.
just in general, I don't really like messing up things. Because not really good to mess up things.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. When you have that expectation, you want to do this in a perfect way, but again, nothing is solid, right? Nothing black and white. So if you put so much expectation on you, if you think that you have to do this in a perfect way, what happened then? What happened there, vegan? If you think that you have to do this in a perfect way, what happened? Over here, please. Will be by Alan. Yeah, what happened if you expect yourself to do everything perfectly? What happened? Opposite. If you don't care much about yourself, you don't care anything, what happened? And then you know what happened? Those things what happened in the opposite way. One is they want to get in the perfect way, the other way is 0-1. That way they don't care anything. What happened there?
You kind of become depressed and motivated, dissatisfied with yourself.
They don't care anything. They don't care. They don't care anything. They don't even the story walking. They don't care anything.
Then they might commit wrong actions because their morals are not there.
Even they more sound. That's something I'm talking about. If they don't care anything, they don't care about their goal. They don't have any thought goal. And so what's that about?
There's going to feel lost in a life with not have a purpose.
Yeah, that's good. That's so All right, let's see here. Who be freshman in college? Raise hand one more time. Freshman in college. Okay, two of you. All right, you have solid goal. Ethan, what's the major, Ethan?
Finance.
Okay, finance school, right? Education, and you? Biology. So yeah, it's really good that you have solid goal. It can be changed in future, but the good as long as you have that type of goal, it might lead you to the goal. But if you stick too strong after that, you get stuck too. You know the story about the monkey and coconut? Who know the monkey and coconut story? Who know? You don't know? Okay. So and so the hunter and he want to hunt monkey. So what happened then? Of course he make a hole in the coconut and put the food there, right? And so when the monkey stuff is there, remember, he grabbed the food inside the coconut, and when he tried to pull out, his arm, what happened? He stepped there. That's when he got caught. Understand? And if you take the nuisance, you'll be free. Understand that now? You understand that analogy? Okay? Preston, you understand now? Okay, so that's why don't attach much and don't be too lousy. Okay, so go back here. That's what it's about. You have to please remember. And yesterday, Jocelyn and Tina talked about anger, right? Tina? Where Tina? Oh, and anger and resentment. That's one of the poison, right? And the craving, that's why it's the root of all the suffering is Buddhist view. And we can transform them. Okay? So these are the what we call the two part of the two of the path. How to transform the suffering into the peaceful and happiness. That's the whole goal of Buddhism. Now here, let me show you the chart right here. Now here, what the first one is wise view, wise understanding of life. The following truth you have to know to suffering so forth. But the important thing is this, you need to recognize the law of karma, right? And let's see here. Yes, share with you quickly to wake you up, okay? Share with you quickly about this kind of video clip.
It costs about $300. That's along with flight attendants and all the passengers on board. Who's there? What's your name? That's killing that.
Anyway, so again, remember in life, not only Buddhism, whichever thing you put out there, will bounce back to you. Right? Alan, can you give one example, Alan? Whichever thing you put out there.
Up to you. Alan, source. Can you give one example, Alan?
Yeah.
Whichever thing you throw out there bounce back to you. What is good about? Give them one example.
Say you're in like a drive-through line and you hit someone behind you. Feel like you're in a drive-through line and you pay for the person behind you.
Mm-hmm.
You get good comment, but like same day. Find money on or something.
Okay. All right. Serena, can you give one example? Whichever thing you threw out there bounce back to you. An example? Can you give them? No, you can you give them. Yeah. Especially you are going to be psychologist. Distance is so important for you, right?
So you just want me to give an example?
Mhm. Yeah. Whichever thing you threw out there bounce back to you.
Like, let's say maybe, like you steal something from like a friend or something like that. And then, like later on, like maybe that same thing ends up happening to you, or maybe you end up losing your friends because you're not a good person.
Yeah. So please, that's why here the Buddha said that you should know the cause and effect, no matter who you are, whether you're Buddhist or non-Buddhist, you could not run away from the cause and effect, the law of karma. Right. So that's why it's so important. Okay, so that's why whenever we do things, if we help others, that means we help ourselves. If we harm others, that means we harm ourselves. Why is that, Lily? Lily, why is that? Whenever you help others, that's when you help yourself. But whenever you harm others, when you harm yourself, why is that? Here. Get pass, you can pass.
It's like you're giving yourself good nerves and like.
No, whenever you help others, when you help yourself. Why?
Because like it can expand in different ways. Like you can help yourself by being more compassionate to other people. So it can remind yourself like by being more compassionate or another way is like making sure you get good karma for yourself.
Give one example. Give one example. When you help others, when you help yourself. Give one example.
Like maybe like someone lost something, something like that, and like you go help them find it, and then they reward you with something back, something like that.
Oh, Parker. You must. I got to sit there so I can see them. I could not see them with you. You can sit here, Parker. Right here, Parker. Sit right here. Yeah. Okay. What his name? I forgot. What? Hayden, right? What happened if you harm others when you harm yourself? Can you give one example? When you harm others, when you harm yourself? Yeah, you want an example?
Like if you steal something from the store, then like if you steal something from a store, you could like later get caught and like keep harm yourself, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, thank you. So that's what we call the law of karma is so important, right? And the next one. The next one, what we call the too small for you guys to see, or it's too small? Better.
Yeah, maybe the upper left corner side, the green button,
Yes.
the upper left corner, like.
Which one? Which one?
This one up there.
This one?
Yeah, the green
Down a bit. The
This?
green one, yeah.
Oh, okay. Same. The same. Not much change, right? Anyway, so what they call here the three characteristics, right? What they call the amica, that's mean impermanent. The next one is dukkha, is suffering. The last one is no self. Right, so impermanent. So, Johnson, give them one example of impermanence. Nothing lasts forever. It's so easy.
Buy a box of pizza with its slices.
Huh?
You buy a box of pizza with its slices and its slices and disappear.
About friendship.
Oh. Oh. Yeah. Friendship.
The body is still sleeping.
You know, when you wake, it's not a school.
Okay, that's all right.
Anyway.
So, what's your name, girl? That's right. Okay. How about friendship lasts forever? Why not? How about your mind? Your thinking lasts forever? No. In one instant, you think you have good thought. Another instant, you may have bad thought and so forth, right? So everything is impermanent. Even while you're sitting here. So, you're a biology major, right? You want to be a doctor? Okay, how about your skin? Your skin is changing. Is that right? How often your skin changes? Huh?
It gets darker in the summer and paler in
In the summer? No, in the summer. How often your skin changes? How often? Huh?
every day.
How long, Pony? Your skin, the cell skin. Every day, it's changing, die and grow and die, right? Yes, everything is impermanent, right? Nothing lasts forever. That's what it's about. Okay? And know that that's why when you have touched something too much, you get stuck. You try your best without attach them. Let's say somehow Queen, somehow you have cell phone or whichever, somehow you drop the water, you drop them in the water. What happened? You cry? That's all? Yes, of course, when you lost something, you cry. But remember, unless you have intention, that's a different story. But if it's accidentally, if it's done, get done. They try our best. Okay, so that's what it's about, impermanence, right? And especially when you talk with the patient, right? When they attach to themselves, they think that their thinking is real. From 10, from 0 to 10, who think that your thinking is real? Hand. Your thinking is real, raise your hand. If you think your thinking is real, you're thinking about whichever, good, bad, and so forth. Who think your thinking is real? No? Why? Why your thinking is not real? Especially if you have some attachment about your term thinking. Let me see here. I like. Okay, here. I like this video clip. I hope that I get this. Okay, right here. This one here. Watch this. This is my. Oh, sorry. Can you see that right? Okay. Yeah. Especially when you think your thinking is real, watch this one and you understand why. Alisa, right? What's your name again? Alisa. Alisa? Alisa. Can you summarize what about, okay? Just wait for me. Let me go back again. You are not your thoughts.
Every day, we have thousands of thoughts, emotions, urges, memories, and feelings. From the time we wake up in the morning, all throughout the day, to when we lay down to sleep at night. No matter who we are, we all have thoughts swirling around in our heads. We even think and feel in our dreams. Often, we don't realize how many thoughts we're having when we get lost in them. Sometimes we're not even aware that we're thinking. We seem to be swimming in a sea of our own thoughts. When we are surrounded by our thoughts, it's easy to get caught up in them and react automatically. Sometimes in ways we don't even mean to react. We might hold on to some thoughts, even when we don't want to. And it can feel like our thoughts are overwhelming. But thoughts are not facts, and they are not always true, even if they seem to be. Next time you feel caught up in your thoughts, try paying attention to them with curiosity and not judgment. It doesn't matter if they were true or false, right or wrong, just notice them. How fast or slow are they? Are they all very different from each other? Or perhaps you're having the same ones over and over again. Maybe they're even focused on one theme. Some of these thoughts may be unwanted. But instead of reacting to them, notice what happens to your body sensations and your emotions when you have these thoughts. Perhaps you will notice if they are bringing you closer to or further away from what is important to you or the goals you have for yourself. Observing your thoughts is a skill that takes practice, like playing an instrument. Sometimes it'll be easy for you to be able to notice and respond to your thoughts. Other times, you might have to work really hard to get some distance from them. You might even have to keep letting go of the same unwanted thought over and over again. Don't give up. Keep trying. Like waves in the ocean, thoughts are always passing through our minds and can affect how we feel and what we do. But they are not us, and we are not our thoughts. Learning to be aware of our thoughts can allow us to respond with more choice instead of reacting in ways we may regret. Observing our thoughts gives us some distance to see how our thoughts make us feel. We can then choose to act in ways that bring us closer to the things and the people that are important to us. Remember, you are not your thoughts. Try observing your thoughts with curiosity. Try it right now.
Talking about how you can be at the time of your thoughts when you're stressing whatever you're thinking to the point where it makes you overreact or just like lash out in ways that isn't healthy. And sometimes that you don't even think that you're doing these things until you have to actually let them go of like letting go of your stress and how you act and what you think doesn't exactly define you. It's what how you handle it's how you handle the situation that does.
So, have you ever get stuck with your thought? For example, if you're so angry about your friends, you're angry about your teacher, you're angry about whoever, and you get stuck with that thought for a couple hours, even a couple days, even a couple weeks, couple months. You have a who have that problems. What happened then?
was like a while ago.
What's that? Speak up.
This was like a while ago. So something that happened at school, and then I just got really mad. So when I came home, I just locked myself in my room. all day, and I'll up and think about it.
Okay, so you still remember now?
What?
You still remember now? You still keep that thought in your mind now?
Yeah.
Okay. So as much you keep that thought in your mind, you feel happy and feel suffer. You feel comfortable with that thought, or whenever you have that thought pop in your mind, what do you feel?
Usually just ignore it. It's something that's so big to me, so if I see that person, I can pick it up. So.
Okay, Jocelyn, this is a section for you to give him some advice. Yeah, Jocelyn. Yeah.
My best advice would be to just, I mean, I wouldn't say like, don't let yourself like feel the anger. Like, of course, it's fine for you to be angry within the moment, but just for you to be able to like let it go and like try to like find forgiveness, even if that person, you know, might not have apologized or be worthy of forgiveness. It would just be easier on yourself and your mind and better for your own mental peace and just to accept you.
Thank you. One more the scale from 0 to 10. I'm talking about forgiveness. All right, 0 is whenever someone makes mistake on you, make something wrong on you, you forgive them right away. But 10, there's no way. Okay, give me the scale. Who say 10? You cannot forgive anyone else. 9, 8, 7. 7. Okay. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Probably not 0. Right? Of course, that's good. That's good. But if you have the high number, try your best to forgive other people. Not easy. Not easy to forgive, right? Alisa, right? Alisa. Why? Why not easy to forgive other people mistake? Yeah, why?
Half of the time I forgot what they did in the first place, and they're like, "Are you still mad at me?" And I'm like, "What did you do again?" I just overall forget what they did. But if I do remember, it's usually something much larger than something for me to be petty about. So it's either, so I'm usually something because one, I either forget or it's just like really drastic that I would not.
So Ethan, what's your number, Ethan?
I chose 3.
Okay, so easy for you to forgive others, right? Why is that? Why is it important to forgive other people mistake? Why?
I believe everyone makes mistakes, so
Yeah.
just forgive people.
Now here's the case. So let's say someone give you hard harm, whether physically, mentally, in whichever way. Let's say it's happened yesterday. It happened even last year. Whenever you think about that person, what happened in your mentality? There's no way for you to have the peacefulness, right? Whenever you think about those people. That's why it's better to forgive them. So in Buddhist tradition, especially for Buddhist monk and nun, the Buddha advises, yes, as human, yeah, it's not easy to forgive other people, but when it's move to the next day, try to let them go. Because the more you cleanse on them, what happened then? What happened, Jaden? Huh? The more you cleanse on their mistake, the more what happened to you?
Or I thought something their mistake.
The more what? The more suffer you are, right? Right, Alan? Let's say if someone mess around your life or whoever, especially the closest one, right? It's easy for you to let them go, to forgive them. What's your number? 1? Oh wow, that's good. What happened? If they have intention, they know you are so serious, and they have intention to make that same mistake again. It's easy for you to forgive them or no? You still stick with number 1? It's not easy. Not easy. If someone have intention, they know that you forgive them easily, but they just do it again and again. Right? Well, how about what's your name? What do you think? What's your number? So if they recognize us, it's easy for you to forgive them, but they have intention to repeat that again. What happened then?
I'll still forgive him at least most of the time.
But they take advantage on you.
Huh?
They may take advantage on you. They may take advantage on your kindness, on your forgiveness. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. So what happened then?
Well, I just believe that those that were coming from, and if they did take advantage of my kindness, then something bad will happen to them most likely. But I'll keep my kindness open to them if they ever need me, and hopefully something
Okay.
happens. If not, then well be it. At least they got something good out of it.
Yeah. Okay. Matthew, what's your number, Matthew? 2. What happened if someone, take advantage on your kindness and your forgiveness, and they repeat again and again? You still remain 2, or you have to increase your tolerance number? You sure? Okay. Right? Annie. And okay, what's your number? 4. Okay. But if they take advantage on your kindness and your forgiveness, would you increase that number? Yeah, reasonable, right? Hey, Sabrina, what's your number, Sabrina? 4. What happens if someone take repeat again? They take advantage on your kindness and forgiveness. What's your number? It increase more? Parker, what do you think? It's increase more. What's the number?
I'm at 4.
Okay.
It's because I can forgive most things, but the 4 is there because some things are you can't forgive just to kind of protect yourself and others, because there's some people who will try to take advantage of that, and to reduce overall suffering, you can't forgive them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, one more time, please remember, you are not your thoughts. If you get stuck with that thought that you may have the resentment toward anyone else, right? The thought of even anxiety, the thought of depression, remember they come and go. Remember, don't attach to them, because once you attach to them, you get stuck there. Understand that? That's what this is impermanence about. That's why this talk about the no self there. The next one I want to talk to you, especially today, is this one here, intention. All right, intention is so important. Vincent, let's say I'm sorry. Give me the example of intention and unintentional action. Why why so different? Give one example for them.
Intention, like murdering someone. Like intention is like actively someone wants.
Yeah. Okay. Can you elaborate more?
Intention is like have a motive, something. That intention is it happens. Whether you had a motive.
Tony, have you hit any animal before? While you driving before? What's that? Bug? Who driving? Who driving? Raise your hand. Okay, you driving too? Oh, okay. Well, has you ever hit any animal? That deer, any kind of animal, the dog, the cat, and so forth, the birds. No, never. That's good. Mhm. Yeah. While you driving or when you park your car?
It's like driving from this air bomb down into the.
They jump into the windshield. They die. Huh?
Down into my windshield.
Again. That's unintentional, right?
But it's to dive.
Yeah, that's the common. Nothing we can stop, right? We can unless you guys go to the forest to do the hunting. Who love hunting here? I hope that you, Matthew. Really, I hope that not for you. Remember, that's severe karma, right? Brandon, why hunting and fishing is so severe karma, Brandon? Why? Huh? Fishing? I can hear you. Huh?
You're fishing for fun and you.
Oh, okay. I understand. So let's say imagine that someone hook your mouth up for fun and release you later. That's funny. Hmm? The same way. If someone say, "Oh, it's for fun," I just hook your mouth up, right? And then release you. It's so fun. It's for fun. It's mainly fun. Actually, in California, yeah. Do you know that in California? I spent almost 10 years with them. So they have a farm, what they call the bird farm. And people go there, they buy the bird, and what happens? They release the bird and they shoot them. You heard about that? No? David, you know that? Yeah. I don't know about this area. I don't know about Houston. Do you have that in Houston? No? So but in California they have that. Yeah. So that again, anything you do, whether especially the good one, if you have intention to help people, to help homeless, to help whoever, your karma will be increased, right? You have a lot of good karma, and vice versa. If you have intention to harm, yeah, right there, right there. Okay. Mimi, can you read that one for them, please? Mimi, that one there. Can you see? Wait. Intention. Can you see? Okay, speak loudly, please. One here. Intention, thought.
Comment and wrong against another and know and desire the consequence of his or her action. Example, assault and battery, trespass, loss, and resentment.
Yeah. So that's why, Parker, before you leave today, I really appreciate that you bring up, remember, compassion. Remember that's our theme. That's the core teaching of Buddhism. So why whenever we do this, we need to have that kind of compassionate mind. Why is that? Why is that, Tony? As why when you work for others, why having compassionate mind, compassion for others is so important in life? Why is that? Mhm. So please remember, whichever thing you put out there is our respect to you, whether it's good or bad, right? Of us want to have the good thing bound respect to us, right? That's why we have to to develop compassion, love, and kindness and care. That's what we want other to do for us, right? That's why whenever you do this, please remember that, right? Please remember to bring up your compassion love and kindness, forgiveness, and so forth. Because that's all the things that you want other to do on you. Is it clear? That's what the right intention is about. Understand that? So if you have the kind of right intention, no matter what you do, you will do the good things, right? And no matter what you say, you will say the good things. But of course, sometimes when we have something, we think one way, but we say another thing. What has happened to someone else, more happened to us, right? Many times, right? So, and how happened to you? When you think one way, but you say another way, what happened then? And
Can you repeat that?
when you think one way, but somehow you say another way.
If I say another way?
Mhm. So let's put this way. So let's say when you hang around with your friends, okay, and you love them, you care for them, but somehow you were so offended for them.
And what do? Well, usually I realize when I'm like a little more aggressive than I intend to be, and I just kind of tone it down, and I apologize later on.
But they don't accept that. What happened is they don't accept that.
If they don't accept that, then like I can't force them to accept it. So I just
They think that you have intention to offend them.
well,
What should you do then? Elisa, what should you do then? It happened to you before? I mean that you care for your friends, but somehow you say when you say something unmindful way, and you say that your word is somehow offend them. It's happened before, right?
I'm really careful with my words when it comes to certain friends, because certain friends I don't really insult for fun.
Not insult, but somehow you say something that they may not like. Not talking about insulting them, but somehow in their feeling, they feel that your word is offending them.
I always make sure after everything I say, I'm just like, hey, this just like be good, or it's like, even if we disagree with something, we usually don't make anything large about it. We just smooth it over and like figure things out, because a lot of my friends and I find arguing and disagree or being offended like a huge waste of time and energy. It's just tiring to not be like having like an iffy friendship that you aren't happy with or you're mad with. It's just exhausting overall. So I try to avoid that at all costs.
So Jocelyn, so be a good section for you to train yourself. Let's say if some of your patients come to you and they complain that their family members, their spouse, and so forth, they offend them. So how could you talk them out?
if they're family and friends and them.
Mm-hmm. Orally or whichever ways, how could you talk them out so that they could release that type of negative energy, any negative view on those people?
So I would first try to, or I would first give them the space to talk about what happened and, release those emotions, because it's not good to hold anything in. But once they're able to talk about it and sort of calm down, then I would most likely like tell them that, anger is just going to keep them like in a place of suffering. And they're just going to like, if they like continue to like hold this resentment inside, it's just going to continually negatively impact their mental health and their well-being. And so it's just like, if you want to be free, if you want to live a happy life, if you want to thrive, then you have to forgive this person, or you have to let this this conflict go, or whatever the situation is.
Yeah, probably some of you are too young to have this kind of experience. For me, I learned a lot of hard lesson. So the hard question I learned is that not never, but don't keep any resentment in your mind. Why is that? Why is that needed? Why you're not supposed to keep any resentment toward anyone else, whether your family members, your parents, or whoever. Why is that? Speak up, why? Yeah, it's like you swallow the poison. Honey, can you tell them why? Why if they keep as well as they keep resentment, resentment to anyone else, that means they swallow the poison. They keep the poison in their mind. Why is that, honey?
Over time. You can't let it go. Time it gets bigger and bigger. So if you don't let that go,
Yeah, okay, now before we end, let me tell you a brief story, the real story. It happened more than 10 years ago in Atlanta. There's one young man, he has a wife and little girls. One night, after he got back from work, he waits for his wife to come back and he shoot her. And he went inside the house and he shoot his mother-in-law too. And he went to the house to look for his daughter too. He wanted to shoot her down too. But somehow, fortunately, his daughter went to her friend's house to play. He could not. So his last one is he shoot himself. And his friends later on told that because he had this resentment toward his wife, toward his mother-in-law, that's why he wanted to kill everyone. He's a pretty good guy. Many people you don't recognize us. They say pretty good people, but because they suppress the anger, right? They suppress their resentment toward other people. You know, like the spring, the more you suppress them, what happens? It's easy for them to spring out. So please, again, yes, it's normal for us to have some kind of resentment, some kind of anger toward other people. Please let go overnight. Okay, don't hold that because so dangerous for yourself, it's so dangerous for others. Okay, so please stand up. All right, circle, please. Circle. Yeah, spread out, please. Spread out. That's what the circle. Enclose go the circle, please. Circle. Let the circle come and come. All right, everyone together, please. Circle, please. Johnson, may I please, Johnson?
May I be compassionate? May I be compassionate? May I be happy? May I be happy? And may I
Mimi, male cam today, please. That's okay. Queen, may everyone includes appearance, siblings, and so forth. I like to invite popcorn since you be leaving today, right? So can you share? Everyone, drop your hand out and listen to popcorn. So popcorn will send their best wishes to us. My eyes. Everyone listen, close your eyes, and listen to it.
May I remember all the good memories you had. Uh, may I,
May we,
or, okay, may we cherish each other's company. May we be compassionate to each other. May we have lots of fun together. May we learn a lot. May we do our kids a lot. And may we have a good time.
So except the local one. Who is local one? Raise your hand. Local one. Oh, only three of you. And the rest are out of town, right? So remember, it's only once per year. Is that right? Parker, right? So I hope that this will be memorable for you. And hopefully next year we will stay with your girlfriend, stay longer. And Jocelyn too, right? It's once per year, right? And even for Indianapolis, in the people, with friends, right? Only once per year per event. So try your best to hang around, to make friends, and also remember the reason why I like you got to memorize the sutra because this type of teaching could be helpful for you. Do like here, you know, whenever you do things in the proper way, do things in a good way, in the beneficial way. All right, in the positive way. Thank you. So take up your own chair and come back. Use 10 minutes to have the breakfast and come back to memorize. Thank you.